Hi everybody, my name is Kay and this is my first Flosstube video. I am extremely nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I have decided to plunge straight in after being completely inspired by all of the WIP parades, which I've been watching non-stop since the end of December. Any one that comes up on my YouTube I have been watching. I have a few shout outs to do for the people that have inspired me to do my own video and join the world of Flosstube. I nowhere near have as much work as they do, but I am completely, as I said, blown away by both the work that they do, the kits and the products that they produce, and just the general sense of community and the knowledge that I've gained where I've reached out on things that I haven't been sure of, and really just the friendliness and I think the sense of belonging. So my friend always says to her son when he's had a few problems in regards of friends, he's quite young at school, and she says to him, they're just not your people. You just haven't found your people. And since coming across Flosstube and opening up my Instagram account, I have found my people. So I'm completely overjoyed with the people that I have come across. So I'm going to miss a load of names out here and a load of information. Go easy on me. It's my first ever video. So initially I came across an account, Animal Instincts, and she has some amazing pieces that she is working on. I think I binge watched all of her Flosstubes in a couple of days over a weekend, and then because of the blessed algorithms, it recommended Cross Stitch Bunny, who again has some super beautiful pieces of kit. And I didn't know very much at this point. There's still so much that I have to learn. And I messaged her, what is a SAL? I think that was one of the first things. How do you join one of these? What is this SAL that everyone's talking about? And since January I've joined 2 and I'm already behind. So it's going well. The enablement in this community is amazing. I'm loving it. But she was so helpful. She also had, which I'm going to show shortly, a bag that she'd purchased. I think she met the maker in person and I just knew I wanted one. I've only ever kept my pieces of kit on my cross stitch projects in carrier bags. I have a few of these now from Amazon, quite a few of these, but I saw this on her channel and I just fell in love. So I treated myself before Christmas. Treated myself a lot since Christmas, with Christmas as the excuse. And she mentioned quite a few. I have forgotten. I think it's Rogue Mama. I am so sorry if that is wrong because I have not even written that one down, but that one is screaming at me. And again, beautiful, beautiful projects that she has. And she is so passionate when she talks about what she's stitching. I also binge watched most of her Flosstubes. And what I haven't watched is on my to watch list, to watch later. And I'm sorry if I've got that wrong, but I will correct myself by the next video. Mad Morty and her hubby, they kept me so entertained for the whole of the Christmas month. Short little videos. I think she did some Christmas tube, that's probably wrong, videos alongside her normal Flosstube. So I came across her. I think I watched the most up-to-date one. I then went back to number 1 and watched about 4 or 5 in a row. And then she started bringing out the Christmas ones and I just binge watched them. I couldn't watch them every day that they came out, but on a weekend I would sit and watch like 7 or 8 of them, and then the following weekend catch up again. Pardon me. I'm just going to pause there because I definitely need a coffee. I am mad on coffee, and I've got a feeling this is going to be quite a lengthy detail looking at all of the mess that I've already got laid out already. So I'm just going to pause it, grab a quick drink and come straight back. I might need a bit more lighting as well in here for when I pull the bits out. So I'll be right back. I am back. Coffee and a little bit more light. I think that's a bit better. I'm coming across a bit shiny, but we need the light. So yeah, Mad Morty and her hubby, absolutely amazing chemistry. What I really loved as well over the Christmas videos was you got to find out a little bit more about them and their personal lives, how they met, and they just bounce off of each other. They're charismatic, and the way that they react with each other, they're clearly just so in love, and I love love, so I was all over that. I am at this moment a singleton, have been a few years. I have a son, and I have a dog who I might get out of her bed at the end of the video and you can meet her. She's called Evie, and you'll see why by my first project that I'm working on, because my kid is Pokemon obsessed. So he named the dog Evie. And then two other stitchers who I really love. New Hampshire stitcher. I think she's new. I saw her Flosstube #1 and I watched her second one today. So she had a WIP Parade and then also completed projects. And I'm going to be honest, my WIP Parade is very minimal. But I have a lot of completed projects, so I'm gonna jump all over the place because this is my first video and I'm trying to have a bit of a structure, but I'm not sticking to it very well. So anyway, the last one that I love was sorry, I've just said New Hampshire stitcher, Salt Box stitcher, and again, her videos are amazing, and I believe that it's her husband that does the editing for those videos. And they are amazing. I'm just going to be honest, my videos are going to be nothing like that. I've not edited a video. I'm going to try and do this in one run so that I hopefully don't have to do much editing and I can just put it out there. That might be a little bit sketchy with it being my first video, but forgive me. The skills will come in time. When I'm not stitching, I might learn how to do the editing and everything else and jazz it up a bit. I think I'm going to have to as the floss tubes progress, so I will aim to do, and apologies, my nails are awful, I really should have painted those before doing this, but I was impatient. I'm going to have to learn how to do some of the editing, because what I really am enjoying at this moment with the WIP Parades is how stitchers are putting a picture of where they were the last time they showed their project and the progress that they've made, or not so much, as the cases may be. But I love that. I really love that. So I definitely am going to have to learn how to do that. So I'm not going to say where I got this. There's a couple of pieces. I'm not 100% sure on the copyright. So that sounds very naive. However, I am now 36. I've been stitching since I was 8 years old. My first ever stitching was a bookmark. I believe that I did it at school, either school or brownies, and I loved it. I took it home to my grandma and opened up a wormhole. She was like, "Oh, you're learning how to do cross stitch. I will get you something." She was a big knitter. But then she also took up cross stitching, and for the whole of my life it progressed from there. So I've really only ever done kits, bought kits with everything included to make it, until the dreaded time that we don't mention, COVID, happened, and it was really hard to get hold of kits, really hard to get postage, really hard to go out shopping. And I then resorted to online charts and PDFs, which you download, print off at home, or work from on the computer or your mobile. and I have a lot of them that I got through during that period of my life, and since, because it's carried on since. So I only have here the ones that I haven't gifted or framed. So these have been completed in the last year. However, I probably bought a lot of those during that time. And two of the pieces for certain I'm not 100% sure on the copyright, so it's not something that I was aware of previously, and they are character projects, so they're well known, and they're not produced. So for example, one of them is not produced or endorsed by Disney, but it is a Disney film. So I won't say where I got the kit from, or I won't say where the name of the shop is, which I think is the protocol that I've seen a few people doing, where they've bought the charts and they're not 100% sure on the copyright. And I know this is rife if anyone does follow me on Instagram. I actually put that onto my story today because there are some kits that I've seen, Dimensions and DMC, that I have stitched up a long time ago that are hanging in my grandma's house as completed framed works, and I've seen the actual PDF charts on there, which I know is a big naughty. So let's go. The first one that I am going to show is a bit sketchy. So this kit is freely available. I might have to just go back a little bit for this one. It is freely available on the internet, and as I said, I might have to just stand behind that. I don't have one of these fancy boards what people have. So this is a Pokemon kit. There's a little flurry on there. Porygon, is it? Zapdos. Oh gosh, my son would be going crazy at me. You should know these, I've taught you them. I don't. I just listen to him babbling on. So that is a really long project. This, I've only just converted it onto Pattern Keeper, which has blown my mind. So I heard somebody, one of these lovely ladies, talking about Pattern Keeper, and I just had to know, what is that? That sounds amazing. How can you track the percentage of completion and the number of stitches that you've done? That is some kind of mental arithmetic that I cannot even begin to negate around. I'm not very good at maths. So I have just converted that onto there. There is, I believe, 36 pages, and that is just one page that I've completed so far. So that's going to be a very long project. Prior to coming across Flosstube, so this was about 3 or 4 months ago, I was what I believe you guys call a monogamous stitcher, and I just stitched one kit to completion and then moved on to the next one. So I don't really have, as I said at the beginning of this, a massive WIP parade, a work in progress parade, because I'm brand new to doing multiple projects at once, and I've already completed another one so over the New Year period. So I did have 3 WIPs on the go, and already one is fully complete. So that is my biggest project, and I am so relieved. I'm so relieved that, I mean, you saw that weight just come off me there. I'm so relieved that I have learned that people have multiple projects, all of these WIPs on the go at the same time, because I was just getting bogged down with this. This is the biggest project that I have ever taken on board, and I mean, you can see here, you know, I'm struggling to keep it together in general, but no, I'm struggling to keep it together. So this is the bit that I'm working on, and it's kitted out to size. Oh my god, I'm really gonna undo this. I might even have to stand on the chair, but I will give you an idea as to how big this is gonna be. Jeez Louise. No, that isn't gonna give you any kind of idea, isn't that? Oh, what a plonker. So, okay, I'm going to have to move my camera into the garden for you to get this. I am 5'9". That is over my head and just to my ankles. So, another thing, I mean, I think, to be honest, I've put too much work into it already to restart it. But that is another thing that I have learned, is that sometimes it's not a bad idea to do a restart. I, as you will see when I go through my completed projects, have really only ever worked on 14, 16 and 18 count Ada. There was one that blew my mind that is actually on linen, that I did without even realising I was working on linen. I just thought it was tiny Ada. So this is all new to me. I really want to try even weave, or is it Lagana? I'm probably saying that wrong. And some more linen for definite. I haven't either, worked on very much other than cream or white. I have got a couple of pieces. One that is on a specialist piece of material that came with the kit. One is a bright piece of orange that I purchased specifically for a PDF because it was advertised as such on that kind of material, and I think I did brilliantly in sourcing that. Unfortunately, the seller of that is no longer available. And, oh, pardon me, and one piece of black. So I really haven't done much variation. It's all new to me. I'm learning so much, honestly. Again, I'll give you a quick flash, although I know, apologies, some people don't like the bag rustling. That mess, there is 5 of these in here, is all of the threads for the Pokemon project. So I need a better way of organising that as well. Since then, I have completed this one. So this was a WIP, and this one, oh, that colour is amazing on the variegated thread. This was purchased from Amazon, so I don't know the colour. It came in a bulk set, which was a very unusual brand called KCS. So I don't think they're a known brand, KCS, and they were from Amazon, and it came in a big stack of about 10. There are pictures on my Instagram as well, but they're not like DMC number so. And the other pieces, the purple and the blue and the greens, 2 greens there, they're literally leftovers from another kit or kits that I have done. And this pattern was a freebie from Lakeside Needlecraft, and she won't be watching this thankfully, but this is a birthday present for my friend whose birthday is on the same day as my sister's, the 21st of January. So I had to really get this done sharpish, and it was super quick, really quick to do. I did all of the black outline, and then I did the purple. I wasn't sure, to be honest, if I was going to do this and this pink. So I did a poll on my Instagram, and I think only about 7 people voted, but it was quite even. It was 50-50 when I went to bed. So I woke up the next morning, I decided to go for it. I'm going to go with blue. She's more of a blue than a pinky person. Purple is her favourite colour, but she's not a girly girl, so I thought I'll go with blue, and it's good contrast. And then 4 more people voted and went for pink, so like, sorry guys, I asked you for your opinion, and then I just ignored it and did something completely different. So yeah, and also I was a bit torn, which I'll show you in a second, whether to do green variegated. So again, I got some metallic from this KCS brand and then some plain variegated colours, which I decided to use on my next WIP, which is my only real work in progress at this moment. So this one, it's not in the bag. I did take it out of the bag, but now I'm looking in the bag for it. This one is Peppermint Purple, and I was just dying to get started with this. I think we're on week 2. Week 3 might even be released now. I'm not sure if it's Wednesday or a Friday. This is a free stitch along, and it is black work, and it is by Peppermint Purple. It's absolutely amazing. The lady that's designed it is a lady called Claire. I will get her full details for the next update. And she gives out some free borders, 2 free borders, and it's released on a weekly basis for each one of these squares. And I actually bought a companion pack for this border. So this is one that you can't really see very much because I haven't done very much of it, but this border is one that I selected. So I bought a companion pack and it had 4 in there, and I went for in fact I think it'll say it on here, so I went for companion pack 4, and this is border number 3, but there is actually 4 in there. This is just the one that I preferred, and there's not very much that you can see on there. Let's see if I can. Oh, absolutely terrible. You can see this variegated, variegated, sorry, green and pink. So this, I don't know if that's going a bit blurry, sorry if it is. But yeah, those threads, they just work brilliantly. So if you're thinking that you can't really see some of this on the top corner, it's because it's gone quite light. However, the black work and the back stitch will go around it, so that will emphasise it hopefully a little bit more, and it actually looks a lot better with the natural eyesight. This material, I'll show you the other ones that I got as well. I got this from Etsy, and this is Lilu cross stitch, so Lilu, Lilu cross stitch, and this is the silver, and I have 2 more which I will just grab to show you now. Oh, and these are just amazing, absolutely amazing. So this is a cream gold pattern, but this one is something really special. And I have never worked on anything like this. It's sort of like a coffee colour with some copper type metallic worked through there. And I don't know what I'm going to stitch on there, to be perfectly honest, but I'm already looking forward to it, super looking forward to it. So that was from Etsy. And then I also treated myself. So this is what I saw. I'll just have a quick check and make sure there's nothing. Nope. Oh, I'm fibbing because obviously there's a project in here. Oh gosh, I need some caffeine. It's been a long day. Okay, so I'm fibbing. This is also another work in progress. This is a pattern that I bought from eBay. I believe the copyright is legitimate on this one because the artist has been dead longer than the time required for copyright not to be an issue. And so firstly, this project bag, this is the one that I saw Cross Stitch Bunny with, but she has her own design. It's like a forest type design with cutesy little animals on there. Don't ask me what they are, maybe a deer. It's beautiful, it's beautiful, it's green, and she's got different fabric on the inside as well. So this lady, unfortunately, she doesn't have a shop on Etsy, and she's not on Instagram, but it's Sew with Susie. Is that right? Sew with Susie. And Cross Stitch Bunny was super lovely. Lauren, is it? She sent me the email, and I got in touch with Susie, and she asked me what I wanted, what kind of design. So I have gone with 24, is that right? 4, 8, 16, yeah, 24 bobbin holders. And then on this side there is the vinyl see-through panel, and there is a little pocket in there. Can't open that too much because that's where the hard copy of the pattern is. So this one is called In the Park. Is it In the Park? It's The Park. The Park. And this is a copy of an artwork by Gustav Klimt. And it is by Arenco Originals. And anyone that is following me on Instagram can see that I have also really been super struggling with this. So it's just, do you call it confetti? Confettied mad. So there's no real blocks of colour. I, the other day, managed to get a good run of a block of colour, which was just that one line all the way down there. And that's about it, really. There's not much else. There's this odd bits of blue in here. But even the brown, the tree trunks, they're completely mixed and mashed up. And I am loving this. Loving it. I think my pattern keeper, it's about 38,000 stitches. I will have the correct full statistics the next time that I show you the progress on this, but I'm about 40% or just under 39.8%. And during Christmas and the New Year I did manage to get up to like 1,000 stitches a day, but that was really a one-off, you know. Lucky, good film on, a couple of hours of silent witness on the go, and I just managed to get it done. What I actually did was I started filling it in because I just was desperate to see some progress. So I started targeting. I don't know if that is what they call typewriter stitching. So I started in the top left hand corner, and I was looking for what is the next big block of colours, or the big block of symbols, without me having to dash all the way over here. So I was having a look at what the majority of symbols were in this area and targeting them one by one, whether that was just with one piece of 6 threads. So this is using 2 and it is full coverage. So because it's Ada, so it's two threads. And this is DMC cotton as well. I'm loving it. What I will say as well, I'll just show you this. It's not on my work, but this is beautiful. Got a lot of sheen on there. Coffee and books. Because I love coffee and books. I should say coffee and sewing and books. Can't fit everything on there. And donuts. Just any food in general. And this needle minder is the first ever time that I've got a needle minder, and I'm struggling to use it all of the time. Sometimes when I'm working, I can put it onto my project and still tuck my needle into the fabric, because that is a very old school way of working. So I treated myself to that. That was from Wicky's Den on Etsy. And it came from near to where I came from, actually, a little shop in Leeds, I believe it came from. They have loads. They have so many gorgeous little needle minders, and I know this is a big obsession and collecting point for many people. So yeah, Wicky's Den on Etsy for the needle minder, and Sew with Susie for the bag. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that is actually it for my WIPs. However, I have a lot of stash, so I'm just going to pause it quickly and grab a few of those pieces and go through them. So maybe by the next video I will have 10 WIPs. We will see, hopefully. So I totally fell in love with Mill Hill kits. I saw lots of them, absolutely loads of them over Christmas, and a few on these videos. In particular, I think Mad Morty was doing a sleigh, and Cross Stitch Bunny had a gorgeous one, a blue one. I think that was a sleigh as well, but I might be wrong there. But both beautiful. I've never used beads, I've never done anything like that. So these came from a shop in North Wales, which is a lovely little local family shop, I believe. They stock a particular designer, but I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I am sorry. And these are, they came from Create Nostalgia Needlecraft, I believe, and they're on Instagram as well. So these are the first ones. So a nice little diamond, ho ho ho, beautiful little hanging. And then, to look at it, snowman, Let It Snow. Very excited for these, so excited. I actually thought this was joined together, so it would come as one piece like that, if you get what I mean. But I believe it's two, and they're just made to look like that. And there is lots of them, just because of the price of them. There is lots of them in this particular style, the Christmas style. Love that one. And then I have this one, which is the one that my darling son picked, because he is dog obsessed as well as Pokemon obsessed. It's a little bit shiny. Letters to Santa. This cute little dog posting a letter to Santa. And I'll show that one last. So this one is Advent Trilogy, and there's 3 sets available. This is set 3 that I picked up. So there's all of them to do. Absolute bargain, complete bargain. And this has some beautiful gold, red, just Christmas colour beads, amazing. Green, red, gold, white. Mwah. And then this one, which is the only one not Christmassy, but we just love this. And again, we are dog mad, so I actually want this hanging up in my car. Yay, so beautiful. Maybe as an air freshener. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm not very good at sewing. I have a sewing machine. I'm not the bravest, shall we say, with it. Haven't mastered straight line. In fact, I have to watch a video every time I need to rethread it, which is, I think I've used it about 4 times in the last year since I got it. Any tips? I really send them my way. Send them my way. Anyone who lives near me, come by for a coffee, honestly. So that's that one. Absolutely love those. And then I couldn't resist these. These were in the sale from DMC. Look at that. So beautiful. Messy. These were packaged as well amazingly. So well thought out. So they were just the kits in the box, and then they actually had a bit of padding, which like a cardboard bit piece folded up, so they couldn't move around and get bashed up. Maybe not necessary for these, but still love them either way. And this, I actually have this blue DMC there. It's not variegated, what do you call it? Where it's glittery. It will come back to me. Having a brain fog moment at this moment in time. Not pearlescent. Iridescent. I hope I'm not saying anything rude. But I actually have this blue piece of kit as well. Blue piece of kit. Blue iridescent material. and I will show that off in the next floss tube that I do because I am saving it. I'm torn at the moment. I got some greeny colour and this glittery blue for the Happiness is Handmade Sal, British Sal. Gosh. Okay, it will come back to me. And I will have the full information next time because these will actually be a WIP the next time that we speak, or the next time I do a floss tube. Because I have two other sales that I've signed up to. One is the Steady Fred and the other one is Happiness is Handmade. I'm just struggling at this moment to think what company produced that. I want to say Lakeside Needlecraft, but I could be wrong, so I will get the full information. And again, like I said, I've got a green colour and this glittery blue, so I'm just not quite decided on which one I want to use. It was kitted out with a blue, I believe, on the Happiness is Handmade. Oh no, sorry guys, I already have too much going on. I say that I don't have a lot of WIPs, but I've just actually twigged I am talking complete nonsense. So there is 3 more sales that I've signed up for. So I have the Peppermint Purple and I have a Steady Fred, which these I've already purchased, by the way. The Steady Fred is a blackwork design. So I haven't decided what material I'm going to do that one on yet because I don't know what threads I'm going to do. And the other 2 that I have purchased, one is Happiness is Handmade, and that has started. I've had the first part of that the first week of January, and that is a crafty themed one, but I have not started it yet. And I bought the threads and the chart, but I didn't buy the material that it was kitted out with, because I have a lot of white and a lot of cream already in my stock, and I was considering this green. So I'll show you it actually because it's just here, and then I will tell you where I got it from in my next video when I actually make that decision. So I don't think you can really see that very well, but it's a very, very light green. It's just titled green as well. So like an apple, very light apple white, and that is really beautiful. And then I have joined the British Isles stitch along, which is the one that I'm waiting to begin at the end of January. And that one is a map of Britain, and it has little images, so sort of like focal points or tourist attractions for different areas. And that one was kitted out on a blue material. I already had this, which is the blue glittery material. So I just bought the threads and the charts and was planning on using this. But for the other one, Happiness is Handmade, and also the blackwork Steady Fred, I was contemplating the green. Gosh, how do you guys do this? Notes is the answer. Notes. Lots and lots of notes, because I am already scatterbrained. I have so many WIPs. Not yet started. Works in progress. So, back to these 2 little beauties. I loved this film growing up. It was my favourite film as a child, favourite Christmas film. So, I think there was 4 or 6 of these, and they were really reduced after Christmas on DMC's website directly. So I got this one, and my little one picked Snow Dog. So I am really looking forward to doing those at the end of the year. I might hopefully get them done before then. I am also really, really enjoying the seasonal stitches where you stitch in season, and hence why people have so many different WIPs. And I just love that idea, but I really want these ready and out in our Christmas craft stash. so I can't wait for those. And I think that is it. Oh no, it's not. I have just had a massive splurge on eBay, which I will show you in my next video because they haven't arrived yet. And some of those are very old kits. I think 2 of them are like characters. So one of them's a Dimensions kit and the other one I think is a DMC. But I will show you them in my next video. And I have done their companion pieces for other people in the past and given them out. And I just remember them being really lovely to work on. So when I saw these on eBay, I thought I cannot resist them. So already I'm in the swing of things. I just have a few more kits and I will just grab them here. Which these, sorry about the rustling. These ones, as you will see in my completed projects, which I will run through just after this. I love Bothy threads. So when the sale came on again after Christmas, I just couldn't resist. And what I actually did was let my little one decide. So we both picked one each. And then we picked the last one based on the calendar that we had for last year. And we didn't move it on for the last 2 months of the year. Because as I said, he is dog obsessed. So he didn't want to flip the pages over. So I had my hand diaries. It wasn't too much of a, sorry, I'm just fiddling there. It wasn't too much of an issue for us. So this is the one that I picked, which is, it's Christmas. It's just adorable. Look at this upside down Santa. Oh. Snowman even. Snowman, gosh. Loving that one. Loving that one. And then this is the one that he picked. Look at those little cuties. So adorable. Wolf pack. Really, really looking forward to that one. This will be, or the next one will be the first of Hannahdale. So the first of these Rendale designs. I haven't done one of those yet, but I have just been dying to try one. The material is beautiful with those little freckles on there. And then the last one. So this was our Rendale calendar for October, for the month of Halloween. And as I said, we didn't flip the page over for November or December because both of us just love these little characters. And I really, really, really want to do this before Halloween so that we can enjoy it. And I'm not going to expose any of the chart. I have learned that that is wrong. But just look at those threads. Oh, the colours there are so Halloweeny. Oh, those flame colours. And there's some black and navy blue. Beautiful. I hope you could hear me over that rustling. And my squeaky chair. I think I picked the squeakiest chair to sit on. So I just have one other purchase that I will show you today. And this is gorgeous. I have another bag which I have ordered, another project bag. This is Creations by Carol, GB. I'll just cover up his name here. So I have treated my little one to an early Christmas present for next year. And that is him with our little Evie dog there. And that is beautiful. And this is where it came from. So Creations by Carol, GB on Etsy. And she has loads of these, like a baker, a chef, a teacher. So if you are buying for someone that is in a certain profession, or message her because she has a sale on at the moment. But these are just perfect little Christmas presents, stocking fillers, or maybe for a teacher, for your kid's teacher, for a leaving present at the holiday time. And this is what I bought from her. Oh, just totally blocked my camera off there. So these are matching. I have another one, as I said, on the way, which is a really beautiful material, which is like London themed. and I'm thinking that I'm going to use that bag. I ordered it specially for the British Isles stitch along, which I will show you once I start that one. But this is beautiful. And then matching on the inside of the bag, and then a different pattern on the back, and it's quite thick. It's really, really good quality. I was so impressed with this, and in case you haven't figured by now, I can be a little bit ditzy with technology. I'm not the cleverest with technology, and I haven't ordered a lot of physical items on Etsy, so you will see in a second I've ordered a lot of PDFs and a lot of let me just pop this away, and a lot of stitching patterns on Etsy over the last couple of years, but I haven't ordered many physical items to be sent out in person. And for some reason I ordered this from Carol. She's called Carol Furby. Carol Furby, F-U-R-B-Y on Instagram, and her Etsy shop is Creations by Carol GB. And for some reason my PayPal sort of blipped, so you know when you go to pay and it flips you over onto PayPal, and I was probably doing something scatterbrained, and when I looked up, it had gone back to Etsy. So I was like, did that go through? Did that not go through? Didn't receive a notification on my banking app immediately. So I waited until the next day and I checked my Etsy, and it wasn't showing, wasn't the order. So I thought, okay, I'll go to work and go to college, and then I came back later on that evening and it still wasn't showing on my orders. So I placed the order again, and I was gutted because the Christmas project bag was not available, and I was, someone's beating me to it, what the damn. So I'm tried to order a similar one, but it was a bit smaller, and she emailed me straight away saying, this is the second order that you've placed, and this is for the same bag and the same personalised gingerbread man, are you sure? And I was immediately like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, the order wasn't showing, can you fix this for me? I definitely don't need 2 of these personalised items for my little one, for my son. Just one will do. You know, they're beautiful, but I can't give him 2 of the same item. So is there anything we can do about this? And she wasn't sure because she's never dealt with a klutz like me before. She just has people that place orders and receive orders, not place orders twice for the same items. So she was super amazing. She actually cancelled the order, refunded it, and then I went back onto her store because I was just so impressed. And actually the next morning the bag came, the Christmas bag. She was like, I already posted this to you. Are you sure you want another one the same? And I was just impressed with it. So immediately I ordered another one. Because in fairness, I'd already paid her twice anyway because I was such a fool. So, you know, my bad. And I hate that saying as well, but I just used it. There you go. So I'm just going to pause there for a minute, gather my thoughts, because I feel, and I am really sorry if that is the case, that this is erratic and a bit all over the place. But I am super enthusiastic about my sewing. I get a bit carried away with it. And chattering. This is already nearly 50 minutes. So what I will do is quickly gather my completed projects. I have them in 2 piles over there. Have a quick drink of coffee and refer to my notes, and then I will just quickly run through the bits that I have. There you go. I do need more caffeine. I will quickly go through the things that I have completed in the last year. This is probably a third of my completed projects, but a few of those have been framed and gifted, and then towards the beginning of this year I did start diamond painting. The reason being, as a klutz, I thought that I ordered a cross stitch kit and it came as a diamond painting. So I did it and I really enjoyed it. So I've got a couple more since. So just bear with me 1 second and I will quickly grab them. Right, okay, I just need to inhale my coffee. In case you're wondering, I have got a coffee pot which keeps the coffee warm, so I did grab another one earlier on. I'm not just sipping cold coffee. I am an addict, but I'm not that crazy. Okay, so this is the first one, and this is from a designer on Etsy, and it says, before coffee, I hate everyone. After coffee, I feel good about hating everyone. So I am a coffee addict, but I'm not really a hateful person. I just really love these little coffee beans and this heart on the coffee mug and the shading. It looks quite realistic. So I'm not quite sure what to do with this one yet. I'm not sure if I will keep it for myself or gift it. Looks nice though, very nice. So that one was from Etsy, and that was a, So Perfectly Designed. So that's the name of the shop, So Perfectly Designed. Gosh, pardon me. These next ones, I'm just going to have to take a little bit of care because there are some curses in here. So I've tried to cover them up with stickers. These are all from a shop called Snarky Crafter. So that is a llama and it says Spit Happens. And I just love this little blanket and this variation in the writing. I thought that was super cute, but again, not quite sure what to do with this. So this one, again, Live, Laugh, Love. And I love this butterfly. I just bought the chart and I think I amended it. So I'm just going to have to try and cover this up. Can I do that with my awful nail varnish? And it says, don't be a C. It's a sweary word. So live, laugh, love. Don't be a bleep. So I don't really want that up in my property. I don't have anything against swearing or, you know, the C word. I'm just not really a lover of that. I think I really liked it because, you know, everyone has this live, laugh, love, and it's sort of on everyday things that you buy. So the fact that it was crossed out and then the simple bluntness of it, that sort of spoke to me. And it was really fun to stitch up, but again, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it. This one, these are all Snarky Crafter from Etsy. Hell hath no fury like me when I'm slightly inconvenienced and hungry. Oh gosh, yeah, that's going to be mirrored, isn't it? So it's going to look like gobbledygook. Sorry, guys. Oh, and this is probably why I need to learn how to put pictures in. This one, silence is golden, duct tape is silver. So again, another little sneaky, cheeky one. This is quite a rude one. Oh gosh, I need to cover that up because I did not see that swear word right there. I'll put my finger over it. So this one, which says, my love for you is like a candle. If you forget about me, I will burn your bleep house down. Let me just fold that over because that is, look at that. Those little birds and the love heart. Those little pretty flowers. And I just love that. And I just got a bit of makeup on there. So that will need another wash before I do anything with it. This one. Every corpse on Mount Everest was once an extremely motivated person. And I really like that actually. I might frame this and put this up because I do like walking in my spare time, and especially hill walking. There is nothing more exhilarating than getting to the very top peak and knowing it's all downhill from here, baby. That is the thrill of hill walking for me. This one I had to put little coffee stickers over because I don't think you're allowed swearing on here and I don't want to risk my video getting stopped. So, adulting, 1 star. Effing bleep. Won't recommend. Would not recommend. So I think this was quite popular at the time. I saw a few people stitching this. And you know, people have changed the border, etc, etc. Maybe that could be for a cheeky mum from the playground, but again, it's not really one that I want to put up. It was fun and humorous at the time, you know. I guess this is where my humour was going during those COVID times. But it's not really me. This one again, I just love the corners on this and this lotus flower here. This sticker is to cover another swear word. So it's called Karma and it's pronounced haha F-U. So I'll just show that. Look at that. It's so pretty. It just has little touches of orange that really make it stand out. Just love it. And again, the flower at the bottom. Just beautiful, beautiful. But I'm not a big sweary person, so this one I saw. Oh, I didn't mention him. Damn. A lovely gentleman, American gentleman, that I saw, and I came across his WIP Parade, and then I went back to his Flosstube #1, and this was on there, and he just purchased it from Snacky Crafter on Etsy. And I had to comment, I was like, oh, I've done that as well, yeah. So this is cross stitch, the proof I have the patience to stab something 10,000 times. There's probably 100,000 now. Probably need to add a few more knots on there. And I just really like the skulls. Really, really liked it. The difference here as well with the 2 colours on the border. I'm really big on borders. I love borders. And I love backstitch. I know. I'm controversial all over the place. But I actually love saving the backstitch till last. So you do all of the colours and then it just makes it pop. And plus I generally tend to work on a hoop in case you haven't noticed. So the backstitch does not always work because you can catch it or it can get snagged, so I generally leave that till last. Again, these are all from the same person on Etsy. I think they did a deal and I probably got like 10 or maybe 6 for the price of 5, or some special offer to explain why I have so many from the same person that I can't say I'm not 100% keen on, because I love something individually in every single one of these patterns. So this one is the crown, and I don't know what these are called, these weapons, but I love them. And then I love this variation which sort of ties in the colours of the crown, what I did up here, because I picked all my own threads for these, and the brightness of this green. So this is, I'll read this out. What is a queen? What's a queen without her king? Historically speaking, more powerful. Big up all of the feminists out there. So there you go. At this moment, I guess I am a queen without a king. I can't argue if that's more powerful or not. I don't rule a nation, I just rule my own house. So this one, I don't have a dirty mind. I have a sexy imagination. Not really me. I love the flowers. I really love the flowers. And I was tempted to backstitch around these to make them stand out a little bit more. But sometimes the simplicity works. And I think because I'm not 100% keen on this one, or it's not, you know, really me, I haven't really done that. I haven't spent any more time. And these were super fast to stitch up, you know, all of this writing. I could have changed it, maybe, you know, now that I have a bit more variation in my threads, I could have gone variegated thread, or, but I didn't know back then. I was, you know, traditional. So the next one is Christmas dogs. This is from Tiana Handmade, and this was a shop on Etsy, and this is what my little one picked. And I stitched this up just before Christmas. Unfortunately, I did not, I love that guy in the middle, I did not get it framed in time for Christmas, but he got to see it because I was working on it. So my favourites are these two cheeky little guys here with the nose and this cute hat, and this one, and let me just do that, these two, so this one with his tongue out, and this husky, I think. They're my little ones' two favourites. So we both have favourites, and we can't pick one because we're so indecisive, but they're both different. So we love that. We love that one. This next one is by Fiona Baker Designs, and I did put this on my Etsy. So this is the one that I sourced, this beautiful orange Ada from Etsy, but they're no longer producing material because I did check before I came on here. Just so that I could give those that information out. And this is, I'll probably just show them one by one. So that one is Savannah Sunset, I think. African Savannah Sunset, and you can still purchase this on Etsy. Look at those cute elephants, giraffes, and then at the bottom we've got the big rhinos. And I love the little babies on these and the details with the birds. I just think this is super cool, and I have kept it in one piece rather than, I'm still undecided because I didn't leave a lot of room at the top here, so it wouldn't really work in a hoop, even a small one, because that was a bit, I started on this one and then I did the bottom one and there's quite a lot of room in between that I could have really, you know, moved it down a bit, and then I could have put it in a hoop. So I'm probably going to have to make my own mount, but then it would be a shame not to show off all the rest of this material. You know, they've got this really light spot here, and then it's sort of a bit more orangey here, and this bottom corner's a bit darker than the top bit. So that's just beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm still, it's the reason why that one isn't fully finished, because I just don't know what to do with it, and I love it so much. It should be on show. So yeah, Fiona Baker Design. This last one is the one that I think it's Luca S. So this was a kit that I got on eBay. You can still buy this from Stitcher, and there it is. They have another one that I have seen on Stitcher, which I just adore in it. It's called Deer and Squirrel. So this one is a cute little bunny and fox, but there's another one now. So I really need it. I need it to add to my collection. And I didn't even know. Look at that green. Beautiful. That's the pillowcase that it comes with, or the material for the pillowcase, I should say. It's got a zip, so it's got everything you need to fully make this item in the kit. And the reason it's not finished, as I said, I'm a bit nervous Nelly around my sewing machine, but just look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful? So this is, I think it's called Pearl Linen because it is a foreign kit that I purchased. But you know, a chart is a chart, and if you know the colours and the numbers, then it was easy enough to do. So this is actually 20 count linen. I didn't think that I'd stitched on linen before, but I have. There you go. Beautiful. Look at that little mushroom. He's such a cool dude. So adorable. So yeah, you can get that from Stitcher. I'll have a quick break in a second and grab the next pile, but I just thought this was hilarious. So this also came through the post. I must have joined the mailing list when oh no, I must have got this cushion, sorry, from Stitcher direct, because the other one is on there now, and they sent me the magazine. So this came at Christmas, just excuse that mess where I've been using it as a coffee mat for a few days. And what I did was I left this out for my little one to have a look at. So he's 8, and he went through it, and and I said to him, if you see anything that you really want Mummy to stitch, or anything, you know, that you think we should have in the house, what was that, wrong side, then put a circle around it or tick it. And, you know, his dog obsessed, look at that, so there's circles around anything with a dog is circled. But I just thought this was hilarious because I only realised this when I looked at it the other day, because I thought I would check if they have a sale on, and they do. And look at this page. He's to double tick, yes Mummy, we need this wolf. Circled this fireplace one, there's a dog I think on this armchair, so move it a bit closer. So there's a dog on there, yep, we need that one. And then also tick, double tick, we need Santa, and he has circled the snowman and triple circled this dog. We need all of them. So, you know, I say that Flosstube is enabling me to buy more kit, but, you know, the influences are straight in my family as well. He is as bad as me. So I will grab the second kit, and I will have to do an apology straight away on this one. Sorry, had an itch in my ear there. So the apology is, I just cannot remember for the life of me where this one came from. And it's super cute. So it's a door hanging, enter at your own risk, and we have these really cute dinosaurs, and this must have been a kit because until, you know, the end of last year I really have only stitched kits, and it doesn't look like a Bothy threads, but the rest of them in this pile are, or a lot of them are. It doesn't look like that kind of style unless it was a one-off that they did. So if anybody does know, please comment on the bottom of this video, just so other people can get it if they want it, because it is really adorable. So that's the first one. The second one, oh, I haven't turned my page over here. The second one is Bothy threads again. This one's called Dinosaur Fun, and I just realised I haven't put the French knots in the eyes. So look at this. How cool is that? Look at all of those colours. I am sorry if this is not showing up as well as it could be. I mean, those leaves on that tree, amazing. Even the grey, the different shades of grey. Don't ask me what they are. Long neck. Long neck 2. That's what my little one called them. He's not so little anymore, but he's still really big on dinosaurs, so we need to get that one framed. And then this one is for my friend for her child's nursery, who is due shortly. And this one I found on eBay. I was so lucky to get this one. It's a Bothy threads. I think it's maybe 7 or 8 years old. They have a new one on their site now, but this was just an absolute bargain and I couldn't resist it. And it is on this gorgeous lemon. You can't see it very well, it sort of looks cream on there. I don't think it's as yellow as what it actually is. On the material, to the eye I mean. It just, the colour doesn't show up very well, but this is beautiful. And again, you know, they have a new style. They've had a couple of animal alphabets since this one on Bothy threads. Always amazing, amazing work. I'm not sure who the designers are, but the Dinosaur Fun is still a current kit. The last one on the blue 14 count Zweigart, that one is. And this one, they have a current kit. And, you know, the only difference is the letters are slightly different. They look a bit chunkier, I think, this year, and they have a few different animals. To be fair, I probably prefer this year's edition, but her nursery is going to be yellow. So when I saw this on eBay, I just could not refuse it, and not at that price either. The next one, a little funny story here. So I bought this kit, and I believe on the picture, so this was a Bothy threads. I don't know if this is going to show up. So it's the silhouette version. Peter Pan. Look at the detail on that. I mean, it still just blows me away. I had this in my drawer for a long time, and was it Deborah Street? I apologise if that's wrong, but I think Deborah Street is the artist for this. Look at this Tinkerbell in that silver. So I originally purchased this, and it was maybe about 5 years ago, and I got it for my son, and he just said, you know what, Mum, it's a bit girly. This material is, you can't really see, it's sort of like got purple tints and blue. Maybe if I cover it like that. I don't think that's really doing it justice, to be honest. Sorry, guys. I think I need one of these boards that everyone else uses. Maybe if I fold it like that, that might be a bit easier to see. So, oh, that's quite nice actually. So it has blue and pink, like mould effect modelling, is it? And he just was not keen. And so I said, it doesn't matter, you know, he's got a few of the other ones in his room already. And I did them on alternative material. So this material came in the kit, and for him I did it on an alternative one. So anyway, I stitched this up, and then what happened was my sister said, oh, she doesn't cross stitch. She's not really a crafty kind of person. She has lots of other interests, but she's, you know, not really a needle and thread kind of girl. So she actually said, we went to a local craft fair or local market, and she entered a raffle, and she got the same kit. So I ended up making it up, the one that I had for my son who didn't want it, and so she gave me the new kit. So I just did that during COVID because it's been in the drawer for a long, long time. My niece has had hers on her bedroom wall for about 4 or 5 years. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that, to be honest. I can't talk him into it. And I might finish it up and give it as a finished item, maybe to school fair or something like that, you know, if anyone is interested. Maybe drop me a message. You know, if you have a lover. Oh, that is upside down, isn't it? What a clown. If you have a child who really would love this, because I don't think this kit is available now. There is one that I adore on the Bothy Fred's website, which I think is called Pumpkin Fun, which is on a dark orangey type Halloween style material. I love that one. I mean, if someone wants to gift me that and do a swap, I would so be all over that. But I may purchase that one for myself anyway, so if anyone is interested, drop me a message. Because otherwise it's just going to sit in the drawer, and that would be such a shame, you know. And it would be cool to see how someone else finishes this up. Maybe, you know, if they want to put it into a pillowcase or something crazy, and they're actually good at using a sewing machine. Oh, I would love that. I would love to see that. This one, we honestly haven't got long left, guys. This one is Home Truths, Julia Rigby, and this was a Bothy Fred's one, and it says, if they can send a man to the moon, why not send them all? And I really like that. I love the detail in her skirt, and this little poochie down here, and her nice shoes, and look at this. All these guys get to the moon. So yeah, I really like that. And this is, you know, I'm not the best, but I'm still learning my little French knots. Bit of detailing. So I just know already that I'm going to love the beading on those Mill Hill kits, because I just love the texture on this one. And you know, the colours. Sucker for an orange, as it happens. Flame colours all over it. There's even detailing in the stars. You know, there's 3 colours in that star, not showing up very well because I don't have the best lighting. I do have a ring light, but I didn't get it for this. I just dove straight in. And then finally, this last one, it is called Lion King, and this came from Etsy, and my little one picked this, and it was really hard to do. Not because it's on black, because I hand picked the silks, so from ones that I already had in my box. And funny story, so where the material folds here, so I'll just fold it in half. I printed off 6 pages, so it came on a PDF from Etsy, and I printed off the first 6 pages, which was this, and I did this, and then my son said, "That's not finished, Mum. There's more. Where's the little one?" So he thinks that this, I thought it was Mufasa and the little one was Simba, but no, he said, "No, you're wrong, Mum. You're totally wrong. This is Simba." And I can tell from the face, and you're wrong. So there you go. He's the expert. So that is Simba, and this is Nala. Is it Nala? I'm probably saying that wrong now. So yeah, and he was right. I had only printed off half of the pattern, and I cannot tell you how pleased I was to get to this point. You know, this top half, and then to realise, oh, you're only halfway through, and where this join is here, you know, I had to join it up the best that I could, because by this point I had decamped all of my threads, you know, thinking that I was at the end of the project, and then I realised, no, no, there's still half of it to do. So I had to pull all the threads back out and try and match them up, and by this point I'd run out of a couple of them. So there's sort of like this dark maroony type colour up here, and you can see it in his hair there and a bit in his mouth, and then by the time that I'd got down here I had to use an alternative colour because I just couldn't find this one. So I really matched it up the best that I could from a distance. It looks good, it looks good. But again, I don't know what the rules are in regards of this. If it is allowed, you know, if I'm not breaking copyright rules, and this is allowed, because I think it's the design, you know, someone's designed this originally. It's not like there is a Disney kit out there already made up, but I don't know if you're allowed to do that. I don't know. Because I have seen other ones on there. You know, there's a few people that are working on it's sort of like a silhouette type, like a stained glass window, sorry, of Disney princesses, and I've seen a few people working on one of those from Etsy as well. That's a really popular design, and I would be so, if I had a girl, oh, I would be so tempted to do that one. In fact, the same woman I think has an Eevee evolution kit, which probably means nothing to a lot of people watching this, but it's a Pokemon Eevee. I'll go and get her in a second and finish the video. And it evolves into different types of Pokemon. And she has one of those kits, and my son would just love that. You know, I'll add it to the list. So I will pause it here, and you can meet my little giddy girl, and I'll just bring her in for the end of the video because she is sleeping. She has not even wandered in here yet, and it's been over an hour. She's fast asleep. So I'll just pause it there, and then you can see her at least before I leave. So this is my baby. Oh. And let's face the camera. Oh, you brought your toy. You brought your toy. Show everybody. Hi, everyone. Yeah, you're so cute. Oh, let's have a cuddle. You're so cute. Put your arm around me. So that is all from me, and that is all from Evie. Oh, yes, 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 yes. She's such a lap dog. She's a little baby. She's a year old, and we got her from a rescue. So one of my friends has retired and moved to Spain near Malaga, and she found a dog in a bin. So she rescued it and she took it in. And lo and behold, it was pregnant, and it had about 7 pups. So she needed a home for them all. So we brought you back to England. Yay! And she was the perfect addition to our little family. Yes. Oh, see, she's so tired. I woke her up. And she is perfect. But we have no idea. She's a year old now. And she's not very big. She's so cute. But she's not very big. And we don't know what type of dog she is. I think they call her an Andalusian. She's not very ladylike. Look at her posing. Let's see if we can. There we go. Oh, she's so snuggly. She's like, oh. Okay, you want to go back to your bed. So again, I just want to say a big thank you. If you even managed to watch, this far, or you just skip to the end after you were bored of my faffing at the beginning for 10 minutes, then a really big thank you. And again, I'm just blown away by this whole community. I'm so grateful for the few friends that I've made so far. And, I really appreciate any form of learning. I've learned so much already. And the welcome to the stitch-alongs, the little Facebook groups that go with those, and the little community chats that happen with those are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And my New Year's resolutions this year, it was to work on even weave and some new types of material. Try some new kits, so the mill hill, the beading. I've seen the mirabilia, but whew, I don't think I can manage that yet. That is a lot of work and a lot of beading. They look stunning. I am always admiring those on Instagram. There are so many of them and I love all of them. But if you asked me to pick one, I just couldn't make that commitment yet. I can understand and appreciate now why so many of you stitchers have got like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the mirabilia ladies, because I just couldn't set my heart on the one. So that's a pipe dream. That's way, way down the line. But I had the mill hills to begin with. There is also another one. Words fail me. Chatelaine. Again, they are stunning. Absolutely stunning. But as I was saying earlier, she's back. As I was saying earlier, I have really only worked with DMC. I've worked with a few anchors. I've now bought some of these other threads. I've been looking at sulky threads and Weeks Dye Works, I think, on Lakeside Needlecraft. So I probably am going to branch out and try some of those new threads as well. Especially, I believe, with the even weave, people work with one thread on the high accounts. So that is, something I am desperate to try. Anyway, I could just talk forever, so I'm going to leave it there. Are you coming back up? She's coming back up. She hasn't mastered this perfect landing yet, but she's so enthusiastic like me. We can forgive her for that. So again, thank you so much. I hope I haven't bored you to tears or you haven't fallen asleep there. And if you stayed this long, thank you so much. And Happy New Year. Enjoy your stitching. Can't think of anything more profound to say than that. Mwah. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from her.